Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Young Sheldon. This is their 6th episode of their 7th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If that's just today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put a password in, and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most liked characters throughout the franchise. 3 votes were allowed. Your results will be shown in the final episode. It'll be aggregated up, and I cannot wait to see who you guys choose. Now, last episode, we seen another instance where Sheldon was this close to being potentially set for life, and he was working with 2 guys from his dorm and basically come up with an algorithm that was helping him buy trade stocks. It basically was developing and advancing itself, pretty much writing its own code, and it advanced from the Nasdaq to like the New York Stock Exchange, and it was just doing trades, and it was in the profits, it was investing, it was going up. And then Sheldon being Sheldon, wants to find out all about string theory and how scientific works, basically not using the algorithm for the actual design meaning. He just seen that, oh, it's evolving and advancing, maybe it can give me my answer. Basically tapped it in, changed the code or whatever, messed it all up, they lost the money, and it was just a complete disaster. But like, this is one of many times that we've seen them be so close, but yet so far away from being absolutely rich. Interestingly as well, we actually have seen Mary and the Coopers be accepted back into the church. Now, interestingly, Billy was left on his own looking after the house, and Missy found out, and she decided, it's the perfect time to throw a house party. Now, Brenda, she kind of got a whiff of it, and she knew what was going on, but she wasn't like all of her parents who tried to stop the party from going on. She was actually, she was actually all for it. She wants Billy to have a good time and get into trouble and, experience all the things that teenagers do. And she wants him to be involved. So she didn't actually, get in the way of it. And it seemed like they all had a good time, because when he was in the church being welcomed back, someone who wasn't having a good time was Missy, because she was hungover, she was white, and she was throwing up. So what a good reintroduction back into Sunday church. But I enjoyed it. It was a good episode. Hopefully you guys did too. If you enjoyed today's, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Good morning. Do you drink coffee?
I didn't get any sleep last night.
Bad dreams?
I wish. I had to hear people doing it all night.
Oh, your father and I were apart all summer.
Oh my god, I was talking about Mandy and Georgie.
Right.
Ew, you were doing it too?
Well, it's different.
What's her problem?
Big balls.
Gee, you heard Mandy and Georgie.
At least you didn't hear us.
You need to talk to your son. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with him and Mandy being intimate.
They have a baby, Mary. You're a little late to the party.
We are married.
And they're engaged.
Well, what are they waiting for?
Why are you asking me?
We have to say something.
Or we mind our business.
Hi, sweet girl. She keeping y'all up?
Oh no, she's a good sleeper.
She gets that from me.
Well, I want to talk to you about your wedding. When's it happening? So, let's think about it now. Living together, sleeping together, doing other things together.
Told you we were being too loud.
I'm ticklish. I can't help it.
I'll get the monitor and the computer, you get the printer.
I'm guessing this is Evan?
Yes. Isn't he great? Just pretend we're not here, as I'm doing with you.
I mean, she does have a point. What are we waiting for?
Mom around?
Why?
Not looking for a fight. I just have a wedding update. Hello, Amanda.
Just get chilly in here or what?
Just wanted you both to know that Georgie and I are going to be going down to City Hall next Friday, and I was hoping you'd be there.
Of course we'll be there.
If you want a bigger wedding, we'll pay for it.
What? I thought you were too embarrassed for us to have a big wedding.
Excuse me, I'm gonna,
Big wedding is what's going to make you happy. Then I want to do that for you. Just want to make things right between us.
well, it is weird.
You know what though? I've said it all the time, but with parents is you should always have a relationship, and whether or not you've had a good one right now or whatnot, I don't think it's like friends. Like you can have friends and you can drop them and never see them again. I feel like with family, with parents especially, like you could be absent for a few years, but like in the end, you've just got to be the bigger person and just get back into their lives. I just think that unless they've done something really bad where they've like rinsed your whole bank account, whether they've, do you know what I mean, committed fraud against you or whatever, you know what I mean, like gone to the extreme, just these guys have only been in this situation because they just fall out, conflict of opinions, you know what I mean, like different things that they want in life, but like they've never really done anything deep to each other. And I've always said, like, there's no time like the present to rekindle it. And all right, it might be a little bit weird for them, but all I've been saying all along is the mum, she never really shows any interest, and when she does, she stops around like she like doesn't really know what's going on because no one invites her or whatnot. But then she's the one that kind of alienated herself from the situation. So like, I'm actually really happy that, although, okay, it might not be her first choice, and Georgie might not be, you know, the guy she wants. However, she wants to be there and start getting back into her daughter's life. This is a good way to do it. He's showing that he's supporting her. It's financially costing as well. So, like, you know, it shouldn't be the benefit money, but it is. Weddings are expensive, and it just shows that you're committed. You know what I mean? You're not going to throw money around something that you're not committed to, and it's just a good step in the right direction to rekindling their relationship.
Yeah, it was real nice you two to pay for the wedding. Well, you know, parents of the bride. I was real happy to hear Mandy and her mom are getting along.
I'm so glad they're having a real wedding. I got married at City Hall, and I always kind of regretted it. Do you think Mandy will let us help her pick out a dress?
I hope so. When she was a TV weather girl, you wouldn't believe the outfits she wore.
I'm sure she'll dress modestly for church.
We're definitely having a church wedding. That is one thing I am not budging on.
Good. You and I are both on the same page there.
In fact, I already talked to Father Donovan.
Is that your father?
No, he's our priest. We're Catholic.
Oh, they're different.
Well, Mandy said that you don't go to church that often, so how Catholic could you be? Granddaughter is not going to be raised Catholic. She's going to worship Jesus, not the Pope.
We don't worship the Pope.
Well, y'all sure bought him a pretty fancy car.
That's what I'll ask. Yeah, you take care of yourself, all right.
Look at these. I do like them too.
People care about drinking.
Jesus drank wine.
Well, he probably had to put up with people like you.
They are paying for it.
So they can just buy CeCe's soul.
No, you're right.
Oh, what'd she do?
I don't want to put you in the middle.
Great. I'm gonna make a plate before Dad finishes it all.
There's 14 pounds.
We're saying the same thing, big boy.
Need to say it, innit?
Your mother is insisting that you get married in the Catholic Church.
And you want us to get married in the Baptist church?
It's an option. It's your wedding. It's your child. If you are okay, I'm okay.
She's not okay. She's fuming.
Pastor Jeff?
You know what? Before they go into this, right? In the UK, you go to christenings. I've literally, like I said, I'm not religious. So I've never thought anything deep into it, if I'm being totally honest. Honestly, I just attend there if somebody's having one. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if my nephew or niece, whatever, was getting christened, they'd just turn up in support. You know what I mean? But like, it's technically baptized, isn't it? And never like we just call it christenings, but it is baptized. You get your head and you dunk it in the water. So is that Catholic then? They're not Christians? Because that might sound like a completely stupid question, but you are. I'm talking from a perspective of zero religion knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might think, why? It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I've just never followed it. I'm not against it. I just in school, honestly, hand on heart, never learned it. You know what I mean? Like, just never actually inputted any time into it. So, like, I'm assuming. Do Catholics and Christians believe in the same God, or is it a different one? Again, like I said, you know, I might be asking daft questions, but it's literally all new to me. Like, you learn as you go, don't you? And I've never, like I said, I've never thought too deep into it, 'cause it's not anything that I've ever really followed.
Mandy and Georgie are out, so I was hoping that maybe we could sneak in an early baptism for CeCe.
Well, can Christians not do early baptism then?
Do you trust in Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior? Close
Good enough.
Washing CeCe's hair.
With Pastor Jeff?
It takes a village.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, I knew she'd just walk up.
You know, I was thinking, for you're something old, you could wear my veil. Did that woman convince you to get married Baptist? She says it's not a cult, but I'm not so sure. Look at that sweater. That would look so good on you.
Actually, that is cute.
You should go try it on.
You think so?
Yeah, I'll watch CeCe.
I baptize you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
This is delicious. You should have tried it 2 days ago. I wanted to, but instead we left.
Just, I do love these.
Right. Shelley, everything okay?
No, it is not. Both my computer and my trust have been betrayed. I won't ruin your dinner with this suspense. Evan upgraded my computer.
Sounds nice.
He didn't even ask me.
Is it better?
It's different. What kind of person takes something that doesn't belong to them and changes it behind their back?
Do you remember when he had
room to storm off to?
Do you remember when he had this argument with Amy when she got him a better computer and he didn't like it and then he loved it?
Okay. Oh, tonight, sure. Big picture.
Got a hot wife and a Nobel Prize. I turned out fine.
There's something you should know. CeCe accidentally got splashed here in the sink this morning. Pastor Jeff did the splashing while he was baptizing her.
Not surprised she would do something like this. But don't worry, I was one move ahead. It means my granddaughter's soul is safe.
Is that the sweater I bought you?
Oh, it looks so cute.
What did you do?
I baptized her. Grow up.
Okay with this.
Is it that big a deal? They sprinkled some water on CeCe's head and asked God to look out for her. Where's the harm?
Do I have to explain it to you?
No. But could you?
They're making decisions about our child without talking to us. That's totally unacceptable.
How do I even talk?
Evan upgraded my computer, which made it smarter. There was one problem. The darn thing was smarter than me. Check.
Let me ask you a question. Can you unbaptize somebody?
Well, since it's a magical ceremony that doesn't mean anything, then sure, why not? In the name of science and reason, I unbaptize you. You're lucky it was just a baby and not a computer.
It don't look broken.
Doesn't, and it isn't.
Ain't.
Point is, my roommate went behind my back.
Did he at least mean well?
Absolutely, he's a nice fella.
Then what's your problem?
Checkmate. Computer wins.
And it's set to novice level.
Sometimes grandparents just think they can do whatever they want.
And they can't.
That's right. Great-grandparents, on the other hand, well, they get a free pass.
Morning.
Morning.
What do you want?
I brought you some flowers. I had to do something to apologize. Not being on your side.
Attaboy.
How do you feel about coming down to City Hall to witness me and Georgie get married?
Hey, back to how it was.
Getting married?
What about your parents?
Well, you're the one that said there had to be consequences.
So we're really not going to invite our folks?
Is that okay?
I guess the only person I need there is you.
Let me get my purse.
It is pretty ruthless on the parents, though, when you know, like, I understand that they've overstepped the boundaries in the mark in terms of what they've done to CeCe, but, like, you know that it does actually mean a lot to them, don't you? You know what I mean? Especially to Mary. And I'm not saying that you should have the wedding to please her. That's not what I'm saying at all. To be honest, I was saying, well, I was going to say, like, an ideal thing, if you just wanted to avoid all the chaos, would just be pick a neutral location. That's nice. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe you wanted to do a beach wedding or a church wedding, not a church wedding, like an outside ceremony. Do you know what I mean? Like, both of them was offering a church wedding, but in their own, you know, like, in their own interests. You know what I mean? Where in reality, you know, Mandy would have been an okay with just City Hall. And it was great that her mum was offering to pay for it and give her a wedding that she wants, but not at the expense of them taking control. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want to have your own say into it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if you read the, you know what I mean? Like, if I knew I was having a wedding and my mum really wanted it in one location because she was hardcore religious, and her mum wanted it in another location and she was hardcore religious, I'd pick it in none of those locations and I would do it in a neutral one where nobody would be upset. And if they are upset, they can both be upset. You know what I mean? That's what I would have done. But I suppose City Hall's okay as well. That's where they would have gone. But I just know that obviously, well, I think Mary would be happy because they're married, because that's what she's always wanted, but upset that she couldn't actually be there. And you heard in the episode as well that she said to Mandy's mum, do you know what I mean? Like, she got married with George at City Hall, and although it was great, like, she kind of regrets it now in the long term because she didn't have that big fancy wedding. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I guess whatever floats your boat makes you happy. However, you know, it would be nice to see, you know what I mean? Just because you've had an argument, your mum's not going to be there, but your dad's are also not going to be there. Neither is your siblings as well, and they all care for you, don't they? Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So we are getting a wedding. You know, I was maybe thinking that maybe at the end of the season we was going to get the wedding, because then it was set up, you know, the new show. For example, you know, it'd be exciting for them all to to have a good time, and we can end on a high note, as well as obviously seeing the aftermath and maybe the honeymoon and they're getting a new house, because I'm assuming that they're going to live together and get their own place, you know, in the new show that we get. However, it's going to be, you know, what is it now? 6 episodes in. It's going to be interesting and exciting to see obviously what they do here. Now, is she going to get a dress, or is she just going to be the way they are? Because do you remember? Was it Sheldon and Amy? Was he going to get married at City Hall once, you know, on a quick off the whim because Sheldon couldn't plan the wedding because it was too stressful for him? Do you remember? And then in the end, they decided, no, we need to do it grand, we need to do it big, and they got the wedding that they wanted, and it was really good. And obviously, Mark Hamill stood up and done the thing, didn't he? Which was good. Now, I did enjoy today's episode. I always like the dads being like, they're always there, just having a good time, just getting by, you know what I mean? And it's always the parents, well, the spouses that get in the way and kind of like, you know, upset them or like cause them a bit of disruption. Do you know what I mean? If you look at the guys in this show, if they had no wives, like, I feel like their lives would be absolute chill. You know what I mean? They'd just get up, they'd drink, they'd watch sports, they'd cook barbecue, brisket or whatever, and that's it. No dramas at all. But obviously you had the spouses in and the chaos that comes with everything that's involved. And like, you know, her dad always walks in the room, back out, walks in the room, back out. You know what I mean? He don't want none of it, does he? He don't want to be part of the madness. However, I am excited obviously for the next episode or whenever this you know, the wedding's going to be. It's interesting as well, like Sheldon, he was kind of preaching as well, that he was saying, look, even if something's upgraded or done and it's better, because I didn't have a choice or the say in the situation, like, it's not right. You know what I mean? And it got both of them thinking. But I'd be interested to know, is it the first one that happened, or can you overrule the second one? You know what I mean? So like, she got married by Pastor Jeff. Is that set in stone? Is that the one that you are on? Or can you change? You get married, obviously, in the Catholic Church. Is that how you are now? Do you know what I mean? Which one stands? Or are you both? Can you be both? Can you be dual religious? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not too sure. I just think that, obviously, with the baby, it should grow up and choose its own religion. If you're coming from two families that follow different things, you know what I'm saying? That would be the best way. You know, you got one mum on one side, a dad on the other side. If you can, I suppose Georgie don't care, so it'd probably come up obviously the side of the mum side. But you know, if in reality it was a big deal, you would let the child choose, wouldn't you? It'd probably be the best way. That way, you know, doing the thing that they want to do the most. But I'm excited for the wedding now. I can't wait for it. Hopefully she walks down the aisle, she looks good, and she's got a dress that she really wants. And I want to see Georgie all smart and dapper wearing a suit. It'd be nice visuals to see. It's always been a great episode, the wedding ones, that even in the Big Bang Theory, you know, do you remember and how it was on the roof, and obviously Bernadette come in and they had nice visual pictures and he was all celebrating. It's always great, you know, all of them. And you know, I'm hoping this one is just as good as well. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.